Hi, my name's Julia, and my book is called The End of the Affair. I thought that this book was absolutely amazing. It was a short and easy read, and it was very detailed and very powerful. The End of the Affair starts off with a novelist named Maurice Bendrix, also known as Mr. Bendrix. He was walking on a cold and rainy night, and he ends up running into a man named Henry, the husband of a woman named Sarah who he had an affair with. So Henry and Bendrix end up talking and brought up the fact that Sarah might be having another affair. Bendrix offers to hire him a private detective to spy on Sarah, but it all goes downhill when Bendrix starts to visit Sarah again and ends up falling in love with her. I'm here to talk to you about the feminist theory, archetypes, and different tones that the book possesses. That makes this book great. Now, what I found very powerful in the book is the feminist theory. The book takes place in 1944, which is also around wartime. Back then, women didn't have many rights. They were known for cooking, cleaning, and expected to get married and have children. Now, Sarah wasn't about that. She defied social norms with women at that time. Even though Sarah seemed to be an innocent and happy woman towards her family, she had multiple affairs with many different men, including Bendrix, and refused to marry and run off with him when he asked her to marry him. This made the book have a really great female lead because Sarah was a strong and stubborn character that didn't want to get married and wanted to have corrupt human love instead, which really defied the social norms of the time. This made the book a very suspenseful one and was very empowering to women. Next, I want to talk about an archetype, the caregiver. Now, even though Sarah does play a strong role in the book, her husband Henry does as well. Henry is a soft-spoken, gentle character that gives the story some depth. Henry has always been there for Sarah and Bendrix, and even though that they were having an affair, he was always super nice to them. Henry also checked up on Bendrix when he was having conflicts with Sarah, and is an overall down-low character, and also took good care of Sarah when she was sick. He is an important character in the book because it keeps Bendrix in line. In the story, Bendrix says to himself, "I hate him, but he's a good friend." This shows that despite being in Bendrix's way of having an affair with Sarah, Henry still makes a great impact among everyone around him as the caregiver. Lastly, what makes the book most powerful was the tone and the mood. Usually books have a happy tone and a resolution to the problem, but what makes this book so unique is that it goes on the other direction. This unique, gloomy tone is found throughout the entire story through a series of unfortunate events that continually happen and that make the book extremely interesting. Sarah was actually sick throughout the entire book with a chest infection, and after Bendrix read her journal that he ended up finding, he decided to go and confess to Sarah that he was in love with her and wanted to run away with her and get married. After Sarah denied his offer and Bendrix went home, he got some bad news from Henry saying that Sarah had died in her sleep. Now, I had no idea this would happen, and this was so unexpected because he knew that Sarah was sick, but he didn't know that it was life-threatening. After this happened, there was no real resolution, and the tone turned from creepy and downright gloomy to sorrowful and depressing. There was a huge argument over what type of funeral Sarah should have, and Bendrix ended up in a heated argument with the guest and the priest, trying to blame Sarah's death on anything other than her sickness. But despite the sadness, this also makes the book very suspenseful, and it was a really, really great read. So this has been my vlog. I hope you enjoy. I hope you really read The End of the Affair because I really enjoyed it. Bye!